y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Mariah Carey, you are having fun, laughing at your nemesis downfall, laughing at your ops downfall. And baby, you are literally going on record and saying ain't nothing but some karma. Y'all, what am I talking about? Let's get into this. Too good. And you know Jennifer Lopez is upset about this because Mariah can't stand Jennifer and Jennifer can't stand Mariah. Even though after reading Mariah Carey's biography, read it or listen to the audiobooks. It's so good from so much insight detail. I'm on Mariah Carey's side. You know how we call people industry plants and J-Lo, this is the epitome of the industry plant. I will say, you know what, I'll save it for later because I have a little insight on that. Listen to Mariah Carey drag Jennifer Lopez. Mariah Carey believes karma is biting Jennifer Lopez after canceled tour amid the ongoing feud. Is it really a feud if your ops is losing? I mean, that's like Drake saying he's still got a feud with Kendrick. Okay. They said Mariah Carey is making plans for a money spending concert comeback in the wake of J-Lo's disastrous fall from grace. And an insider exclusively tells In Touch it's kicked off yet more hostility between the two diva rivals who've hated each other's guts for decades. Now, let me tell you something, right? I don't know. I do know the deal between Jennifer Lopez and Mariah Carey, but I'll say one thing, and this is grade A get back, pay back, come back card. Let me tell you something. There ain't no MFM way that Jennifer Lopez and her can't get enough of you. There is no way that Jennifer Lopez, right, in any way can F with Mariah Carey in any way when it comes to concerts, getting people out, talent. You just can't. You just can't. You just can't. Listen to Mariah's shade, Jennifer. Mariah is really excited to be getting back to Vegas and looking forward to proving she's still at the top of the game when it comes to putting on a show and bringing in ticket sales. She's extra excited to show that she still got it after J-Lo had to go and cancel her concert tour. Now listen, Mariah has been following the cancellation of Jennifer's tour and her marital roles with Ben Affleck very closely and took a lot of pleasure in seeing her fall on her face. She believes it's karma biting her in the butt because she's not as talented as she thinks she is and way too arrogant. Listen, Mariah Carey ain't telling no lies. Everybody agrees about that. Side note, we're going to talk about how Jennifer Lopez became one of the most hated women on TikTok. You know where I think this is? Back in the day, people didn't like Jennifer Lopez. That's one of the reasons Ben Affleck broke up with her. People did not like her. She actually had to go to these special PR likability training things for a whole year so she could learn how to smile, giggle, and be more likable. Okay. It's funny now that Generation X, now it's like, J-Lo, we don't like you. And everybody's wondering why. I'll tell you why. Because Benny Medina, J-Lo, whoever's on her team, is fighting a 2024 media campaign with 2002 tactics. See, back then there was only the gossip rags and Entertainment Tonight News. And if you controlled them, you controlled the narrative. And people be like, well, I don't really like J-Lo, but a lot of people do because you saw it always in the media. Now with TikTok and YouTube, you see what the people want. You can't fake TikTok views or YouTube views. I mean, you can if you're willing to throw millions behind it, but clearly it was too rich for J-Lo's blood and she didn't want to throw millions behind it. When they were dragging the greatest love story never told, the Gen X, Z always finds Gen Xers to drag, mock, humiliate, right? Make fun of, and then they move on to a new person. J-Lo decided to be aggressive, right? Got TikTokers' accounts demonetized, shut down. Even when people were showing clips of the greatest love story never told, she were getting them copyright strikes and messing with people's actual livelihood. Like, J-Lo, do you realize that even on TikTok, the reason I watched the greatest love story ever told, which was bad, but bad in the way that it's like watching a cult classic, right? That actually makes people actually watch your mess. Like, do you realize what's going on? She doesn't understand the 2024 media game, which is why a lot of her TikTok challenges are not working. Okay, now get this. Instead, she started there. And don't forget Kyle Melissa Rolfe. She got that woman's account set up while she was trying to get money to get cancer treatment. That's all Generation X needed to be like, oh, you ain't never ever. Coupled with her just not being a nice person, acting like she's better than anyone. Again, she played TikTok all wrong. They ran a 2022 PR campaign in 2024. And oddly enough, if she had just laughed at it and just grew, she would have been fine. But she wasn't. Anyway, right? They said Mariah Carey, uh, they said for J-Lo, it's a huge kick in the teeth to Mariah making all these huge concert plans. Baby, don't get mad that people actually go to see the little butterfly sing, especially because she knows how much she's been trash talking her and laughing about her divorce. Also, say what you want. Yeah, they're both single, but Mariah Carey always seemed to have a little dignity in her relationships. J-Lo always had herself looking out a hot fool, and she let Ben Affleck play her. And I have another question. How is J-Lo so mad at Mariah when Ben Affleck has said worse about you? He said it was a fever dream. You said the greatest father ever. He won't even go. Ben Affleck is playing the dog mess out of her. They said Mariah and Jennifer have so many pals in common. So J-Lo has heard it all second and third hand. Baby, let me tell you something. Mariah is probably talking trash, drinking her little spritzer, hoping they run back to J-Lo to say it. Now she's going to have to suffer the indignity of seeing Mariah take the stage. But J-Lo isn't giving up. Oh, Lord. If she's not giving up, you can't make a tour out of the greatest love story never told. Those songs were trash, and J-Lo's voice sounds horrible without autotune. She's hoping to pick herself up and get the tour back on track once all this mess dies down. And a big motivation will be going head to head with Mariah and competing for her holiday fan base. You really think you're going this? I hope they're putting 2010. You really think that anybody can mess with Mariah Carey? All I want is Christmas is you. And a big motivation will be going head to head with Mariah and competing for her holiday fan base. It's hard to believe she'd be thinking that far ahead, but that's J-Lo for you. She always has a game plan. Anyway, J-Lo announced she canceled her tour on May 31st, 1 month before it was scheduled to kick off on June 24th. She says that she tried to say it was for family troubles, and it maybe was, but you know J-Lo, she don't care about anything. This woman made an alcohol brand while her husband was a recovering alcoholic. J-Lo canceled it because of poor ticket sales, right? They said Mariah and Jennifer have a long history of drama, which began when J-Lo signed to a record deal and began collaborating with Mariah Carey's ex-husband, Tommy Mottola. Meanwhile, Mariah famously declared, I don't know her. While Jennifer is seemingly taking a break from her career, it wasn't, she was forced to take a break. She ain't want to. Mariah is planning to embark on a 20-city tour from early November till mid-December to celebrate her 30th anniversary hit song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Oh, I want to go. It's not time yet, but I have exciting news. She said that tickets will go on sale August 9th. Shortly after she made her announcement, several fans rushed to the comment section to express their excitement. They said when mother says it's Christmas time, it's when it's time to start decorating. Let me tell you something, right? J-Lo actually did do Mariah Carey dirty, and she was arrogant and mean if you listen to Mariah Carey's story. And when J-Lo thought she had all the things, she delighted in being cruel to Mariah Carey. That's why I'm glad Mariah Carey is sitting there laughing at her. But at the end of the day, J-Lo, Mariah Carey's not your enemy. Ben Affleck might be. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later.